Dynasty Radio, 1382.
The black woman is God. The black woman is God. The black woman is God. I come right back on they weak ass. And hell you talking about, nigga? Got a peck of wood as a God. But when we talk about our sisters and our mamas being God, you want to debate. But you won't debate a peck of wood like Fraud Muhammad.
A nation. Got me twisted, working too hard, roles reverse, feeling kinda odd, trying to make me curse my God for the single mother, no regard. And what's worse is my girlfriend, sink on money, we must depend. Glass ceilings closing in when the money is gone, so all your friends gone is a femininity, but no MTV, it's MGT. My mind is the entity, can't confine or define me. From infinity we grow, and I don't think they know everything we all give birth to the stars with more precious than gold. And the nation can't rise no higher than this woman. I respect you, brother, respect me. You gotta go, striving to be all I can be. We can society, but we can't be enemies. Struggling and surviving, and the nation can't rise no higher than this woman. I reflect you, brother, reflect me. You gotta go, striving to be all I can be. We can society, but we can't be enemies. Struggling and surviving.
One thing that saddens me about this whole thing is that forever, it feels like to me, because I'm only in my 40s, but, you know, since I've known, and I'm sure this has been hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, even thousands of years, it has been a patriarchal system, and then we came out with this, the black man is God, and I didn't have no problem with the black man is God, you know, and I'm sure a lot of us women didn't have. I can't speak for all women, but, you know, I'm just saying that a lot of us probably didn't have a issue with saying the black man is God. But now that we're coming out saying the black woman is God, this is not new. We're just opening it back up. It's already been out there. But now we're saying the black woman is God. It seems like the brothers are, you know, yeah, I'm with you. Wait a minute. You said the black woman is God? Wait a minute. The black man is God. And I'm like, okay, here we go. Because we're not degrading the man, period. I say this all the time on my shows, on my Facebook, wherever, Twitter. I absolutely love the black man. I can't do without the black man. I don't want to do without the black man. I put it like that. I'm not going to say I can't do, but I want to do without the black man. But it just saddens me that our brothers, and not all of you, because I noticed that a lot of you do support the black woman as God. But there are some of you who I call it butthurt. You're getting butthurt over the fact, well, don't say God, like you just said. Don't say God because that's a masculine thing. You're degrading yourself. You really should call yourself goddess. Well, I think that's a trickery because I looked up the word God and goddesses. You know, I think that's a trickery. And even if so, we don't want to even get caught up in that. We don't want to get caught up in that. We need to put our women back in the place where they should be, not to say that she's better than any man, but to say so she'll know who she is, she'll know the power that she has, and she will begin to operate in that power that she has. Now, everybody is not going to do that, but there are some, as a matter of fact, you have 3 on the phone right now with you, King, that is actually our lives have been changed ever since we started, you know, embarking upon this and really digging into this black woman is God concept. We have changed, not against our brothers, but we're coming to the understanding of loving our brothers even more and understanding and overstanding our role in their lives as our kings. So go ahead, I want to get that off.
Because,
go ahead, the floor is yours.
Hello?
The floor is yours. Go ahead.
Yeah, because this absolutely changed my life. And a lot of the hard, rigid ideologies that I have, they have now changed. Because once you began to start getting in tune with this feminine energy, it's going to change you. You're going to be able to see the trickery and the lies, the spell that we have been in. I mean, it seems strange that the mother of all civilization should be made the slave of the fruits of her womb. It appears particular that she should have no privileges except those received through her son. It seems even more illogical that the God principle of the universe in its infinite wisdom should endanger the existence of the race by making the mother of it the weaker one, the cringing one under her husband. So, so this is a bunch of bogus, and it was through patriarchy that made the woman the weaker sex. But in actuality, she is not the weaker sex. It is her function to transform and to create all things. Her material function is that of a creatrix, physically, emotionally, psychologically, mentally, and spiritually. The very well-being of the race is absolutely dependent upon her being able to exercise this function with perfect freedom. She is the molder and the creatrix of the future in all new beings, all new souls that are created by the woman. She contains within her soul the potentialities of all possible spiritual creation and evolution. She contains within her pelvis the latent potentialities for the creation and the concrete realization of all those states of being. Hence, the future is in her hands alone. It cannot be evolved, and it must be created. She alone can create it. It must be born through the womb of a woman. And so for this reason, and this reason only, she is the possible savior of, she is the only savior of our race. She is not the weaker sex, but the stronger sex. She is not inferior to the man, but she is far more superior. The weaker sex, that is a theory. It has no fundamental basis. It has no scientific foundation. Women have superior instinct and intuitional perception.
Wow.
Women exhibit more vitality at birth, more vitality in illnesses than men. Her body is more resistant to disease and disintegration. These qualities alone indicate that she's a superior being. Women show greater resistance to variation. You see what I'm saying? Less abnormalities. There are more male crib deaths. Matter of fact, mostly all crib deaths are males. You see? And this is because of the reason that she has these two large X chromosomes. Because of the fact she has these two large X chromosomes, she lives a lot longer. She has more genes. Her body is more sovereign than the man's body. That's why we don't survive through old age the way women do. The oldest people on the planet right now are women. The oldest bones they found were of women. The oldest sculptures and the oldest icons of the supreme deity was that of a woman.
Right.
You see? So what men have to understand is that we come from women. Your whole physical body is made from the flesh, the bones, and the genes of a woman.
Right.
You came out of a woman. She didn't come from your damn rib. You came from her womb.
Right.
So how do we come out of the womb of a woman and then we stand up because we have two sets of balls and this testosterone, and we denigrate the woman, and we look at the woman with such disgust and loath? This is insane. When we listen to our young folk talk about the women through hip-hop, this is insane. If we don't put our women back on the throne, we will cease to exist as a people. When the mother of all civilization becomes secondary, when she becomes your footstool, we cannot survive. All farmers know this one thing. You must have superior stock. I mean, if you want superior stock, that means you have to have superior fertilizer. You have to have superior seeds. Right. So you want to make the woman secondary, but you want her to give birth to superior children. How the hell does that work? How the hell does that work? It don't work that way. This is why the white man was so successful during the Woolly Lynch because he knew that the woman was the most important key to this whole thing. He knew that by bringing the fear of God in the woman, she would produce successful slaves for the slave master.
Right.
So us, if we want to get out of this mess, we have to produce God out of the woman instead of Bow Wow, instead of Snoop Doggy Dogg.
Oh,
We are producing gangbangers. We are producing kids that get up and have no reverence for their mothers, no reverence for their brothers. They will kill you at sight.
Mm-hmm.
They will kill your ass on sight. I'm not even worried about the white man. I'm worried about these black-ass niggas that live in my building that see me get a little extra something. They'll kill me before I get across the street. I'm worried about these black-ass niggas that see me on YouTube that don't agree with what I'm talking about. They'll kill me before I cross the street. With enemies like, with friends like these people, who the hell needs enemies?
Wow.
Who the hell needs the white man? Because I got these black-ass niggas that'll kill me on sight. That's because they have no reverence and no love from the goddamn womb that they came from. But when you begin to have reverence and love for the mother, it transforms your mind. It transforms your spirit. You begin to change. You become more humble. You become more acceptance of all life. Not just some life. All sentient beings on this planet come from the same creative spark. Whether it be an animal, an ant, a rat, a cat, a dog. It all comes from the same womb of the great mother. And so we have to have reverence for the womb. Because I'm sorry, if we don't have reverence for the womb, then we'll have reverence for the tomb.
They got me twisted, working too hard, the roles reversed, feeling kinda odd, trying to make me curse my God for the single mother, no regard. And what's worse is my girlfriend, sink on money, we must depend. Glass ceilings closing in when the money's gone, so all your friends gone is a femininity, but no MTV, it's MGT. My mind is the entity, can't confine or define me. From infinity we grow, and I don't think